Imagine having a significant advantage when applying for federal jobs, a recognition of your dedicated service to our nation. Your military service very likely qualifies you for veterans preference, which is a powerful tool in the federal hiring process, but it hinges on specific criteria related to your service dates, campaign participation, and type of discharge. The core mechanism behind veterans preference is a set of laws and regulations designed to honor those who have served and to provide a pathway into civilian government employment. Generally, preference is categorized into two main types: 5-point preference and 10-point preference. 5-point preference is typically granted to veterans who served during specific wartime periods or in certain campaigns and received an honorable discharge. This applies to those who are not disabled. For example, service during the Gulf War from August 2, 1990 until January 2, 1990, would qualify for 5 points. 10-point preference, however, is a more substantial advantage. It is specifically for veterans who have a service-connected disability of 10% or more, as determined by the Department of Veterans Affairs. This can also apply to those who received a Purple Heart. Importantly, 10-point preference can also extend to certain spouses, surviving spouses, and mothers of veterans who died on active duty or are 100% disabled and unable to work. Your DD-14, or Certificate of Releases or Discharge from Active Duty, is the critical document that verifies your eligibility by detailing your service dates and the character of your separation. An honorable discharge or a general discharge under honorable conditions is almost always required. Also, active duty for training purposes, such as summer training for reservists, generally does not count toward preference eligibility, distinguishing it from full active duty service. To apply this knowledge, you will want to meticulously review your DD-14 for key information like your entry and separation dates, your character of service, and any campaign medals or awards you received. Pay close attention to dates that fall within declared wartime periods or designated military campaigns. For instance, if your DD-14 shows an honorable discharge and service during the Vietnam era, you would likely qualify for 5-point preference. Once you understand your specific service history, you can then cross-reference this with the comprehensive eligibility requirements outlined by the Office of Personnel Management, often found on their USA Jobs website under the Veterans Information section. When applying for federal positions, you will be prompted to indicate if you are claiming veterans preference and will need to upload copies of your DD-14 and potentially a standard Form 15, application for 10-point veterans preference, along with any Department of Veterans Affairs disability letters, to support your claim. Ensuring all your documentation is clear and correctly submitted is a critical step in receiving your earned preference. This preference isn't just a symbolic gesture, it provides tangible benefits. For instance, 5 or 10 points can be added to your raw score on a competitive examination, potentially moving you from a non-eligible category to one that qualifies you for an interview. In some instances, it allows you to be considered for positions that are open only to veterans, such as certain accepted service appointments. For others, particularly those with 10-point preference for compensable disabilities, it can move you to the top of referral lists for certain jobs, even ahead of non-veterans with higher scores. The specific type of preference you qualify for directly impacts the level of advantage you receive, making a significant difference in a highly competitive hiring environment. It is a system designed to reward your commitment and sacrifice with a distinct edge in your federal career search, helping you secure meaningful employment that aligns with your skills and experience. Understanding the precise details of your military service and matching them against the established criteria is your first essential step in unlocking the powerful benefits of veterans preference. This knowledge empowers you to confidently navigate the federal application process, ensuring that your valuable service is fully recognized and effectively leveraged for your next career chapter in public service.